right, San Jose, we are back, and we are here at the Year 5 playoffs with the first 100-point season for the San Jose Sharks we've had in this GM mode. So we've gotten them to a point where long-term we should be able to stay consistently good. And realistically, I think the only thing left to do is to get right into playoff simulation. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what team we're facing off against first. We have something different. We're not facing the Colorado Avalanche. So we are facing the Calgary Flames. I will go ahead and show you guys what lines we are facing. We already know what lines we're using. We got that top line of Cousins, Draisaitl, and Eklund. But who are we facing? We're facing Huberdeau, Damian Engel. Interesting. A second overall pick. Okay, at an 89. Victor Arvidsson. So, I mean, realistically, like, they have decent depth. Don't get me wrong. They do have decent depth, but I think we still have them on offense. They're not a great defensive team either. I mean, Dustin Wolf, no X factors at an 87. I mean, I feel like this is definitely a team we can take. So let's go ahead and get right into this. I mean, 44, 29, and 5, I think that said. Something like that, but we're gonna do the same thing, simming up to elimination games, and we'll see how it goes. And right there, we're already up in the series 3-0. So we're gonna go ahead and slow watch all of these games. But I mean, we'd have to drop the next 4. So first period, all right, shotless or scoreless. Second period, they do get 1. All right, here's the third. We are out shooting them, not by a lot, and now it's even. One thing I actually did want to talk to you guys about. So I am a Red Wings fan. How did you guys feel, if you saw it, on what happened with Dylan Larkin? I want to know down in the comments what you guys think about that whole situation, about Perron's retaliation and all that kind of stuff. Oh, and there we go. So we do drop game number 4. Yeah, just let me know down in the comments. Let's have a like a gentle discussion about that situation that transpired and what you think that means for Larkin, because he's had a lot of neck injuries, a lot of like upper body injuries, so we never know what that's going to mean long term for him, and that's a key piece that the Red Wings need. But let's go ahead and get off the Red Wings for now. We are back on San Jose, so we have 3 games to win 1 of them. Let's go ahead and hop into game number 5 against Calgary. We're back at home here. Here we go. Period number 1. All right, 18 shots in the first period with no goals. Period number 2. Oh, wow. Okay. Period number 3. We got to get into this. Come on. We don't want to give them 2 in a row. That gives them a lot of momentum in the series. Kevin LeBanc on the power play against Dustin Wolf. Nice. We like to see it. All right. So we were out playing them in the... Oh, Roy again, huh? Oh, my God. All right, they're turning it into a series. We did get a goal back. Bordelot 5 minutes. Actually, we might have a chance here. Yep, no. Power play with an empty net. Yeah, that's definitely going to happen that way. All right, Draisaitl with 2 assists. He's still producing in the playoffs. All right, we have to win 1 out of the next 2. Now it's only 50% instead of 25%. Here we go. We got to win 1 here. We're in Calgary. They have a chance to push it to game 7, and anything can happen in game 7. Here we go. Period number 1. Oi, period number 2. Okay. Brought it back to within 1. Come on, boys. Make something happen here. We do not want to get reverse swept here in the playoffs. In the first round, no less, in this good of a season. We've got the team to win these games. I don't know what's going on. Come on, boys. Oh... 1 minute. Nope. We're going to game 7. All right. Well, we've never made it out of the first round so far. We're back in California, back in San Jose. Let's see if we can win this one. If we can get to round 2, that's a franchise best for us here. Here we go. Game number 7, period number 1. 20 shots to 6. Holy crap. Period number 2. All right, 1-1, 31 shots after 2 periods. Their goalie is really holding them in here. And the problem is, there we go. All right, Cousins does get us a little go-ahead, so it's no longer a one-shot game for a loss. Come on, get 1 on the power play. There we go. Dylan Cousins again, first line stepping up. 41 shots. Oh, don't do this. Hlavak. I know he was a high overall pick for them, too. All right, Tijagin makes it again. There we go. All right. So the San Jose Sharks got out of the first round. Here we go. Here's your 3 stars game 7. Cousins came in clutch. Sharon Govich actually had a good day. And the youngster Tij Aginla has a good day. There we go. All right. So we made it out of round 1. The all volatile round 1. Never know what's going to happen. And we have the Seattle Kraken in round number 2. So let's go ahead and show the lines of the Seattle Kraken for season number 5. Oh, what are we going to have here? This one should be interesting. I don't know who they would have. They still have Jared McCann. He's only an 86, though. Shane Wright only an 87. Matty Beniers only an 86. I mean, our top line definitely has them. They have a bit more depth with Lehkonen and Schwartz on that third line. I feel like defense is pretty similar. I mean, Quinn Hughes we have over Vince Dunn. Chikrin is the same, and the rest are pretty even. So I feel like we've got the advantage there on defense. Our first line is a way better first line. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see how it goes, but I think we have the advantage for sure. So let's go ahead and get right into round number 2. We're going to sim up until it's an elimination game. So we're going to automatically sim the first 3. So get up to here. We do take a win, we take a loss, and another loss, so it's not an elimination game yet. Corey Perry is injured. Let's just go ahead and sub him really quick. That shouldn't be too hard. We're just going to get Brandon Coe. There we go. All right. Yep, that looks good to me. All right. And we do take another loss, so we're actually down 3-1 in the series. So we now have to win 3 straight. All right, period number 1. Here we go. Oh, and they get 3 off the rip. Verana, Beniers, and Shane Wright. All right, period number 2. We need our big guys to show up. Okay, I mean, Middlestat gets 2, but Zuccarello, we did have a tie game late in the second period, but they do get another pull ahead. We got to get one here. They have a 5-on-3. All right, we have a power play. Come on. We got to get something here. Oh my god, and they just, oh yeah, they just kept going on the power play, man. That kills us. All right, well, I mean, yeah, that's over. All right, well, we got to round number 2 this year. So next year, we're shooting for round number 3. The year after, we're shooting for round number 4. I will come back when we are at the draft. All right, so we are up here now, and the Stanley Cup champions for year number 5 are the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Calder Cup champions are the Texas Stars. And now we just need to get into the draft. So looking at this here, I mean, Washington got the good pick. They went up from 6-2, but Philadelphia gets the lottery win with staying at number 1. We'll go ahead and view retired players for year number 5. Here you go. You got Malkin, Backstrom. Corey Perry is gone now. All right. So Logan Couture was actually in Detroit. David Perron retired with the Texas Stars. Interesting. Jamie Benn retired with the Hershey Bears. Tarasenko retired with the Anaheim Ducks. Van Riemsdyk. So there you go. Here are your retirees. And then any goalies. Marc-Andre Fleury. There you go. At 43 years old, Marc-Andre Fleury retires. Varlamov, Cam Talbot, James Reimer, Antti Ranta, Jean Berube. So there you go. There are your year 5 retirees. As far as the San Jose Barracuda, we have 2 guys retiring, and then Gustavo Holt as the Sharks retiring for coaches. But let's go ahead and get straight into the draft here. I'm not actually sure which picks we have. I don't think we traded a first overall pick away. I don't think. Let's see. We have the 23rd. What we're gonna go ahead and do is go draft board. We have all of our picks, so we're not going to trade anything. We're going to stick with our picks. I don't think we need to trade anything, so go and sim to pick 23. There you go. So a medium elite goalie went at 22 per Havlid, so he should be a decent goalie for them, especially when you get him that early in the draft, right? Brian Mayer, a medium elite 80 overall forward at pick number 7. You got Emilio Tutu at pick number 5. You got Marchand at pick number 4. That's interesting. Wood at pick number 3, medium elite, 80 overall playmaker. Bartlett, a defensive D, 78, elite, medium elite, and Ninimaki, 82 overall power forward. With all alone, relentless, close quarters, and snipe. So he should definitely be a good shooter for them for the future. But let's go ahead and make our pick. Now, we have a decent amount. So this is the guy. He's in ice, so we didn't have him scouted. We have no idea what he is. We don't need to take a goalie. There are a lot of medium elites here, though. So someone for the future would be like this guy, but he's 19. He's 19 years old, which I don't like. Now, this guy would be the guy that I would think about taking. He's an offensive defenseman. He's only 17 years old, and he's medium elite. My thing is, I don't really want to take 19-year-olds. They have a year less to grow than most players here, so I don't really want to take that 19-year-old. So other than that, it would probably be the offensive defenseman or probably a guy with size like Kenny Moore, 6'2", 190. That wouldn't be bad. Yeah, so Kenny Moore or Jaden Guite. Gite? I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Yeah, I mean, my thing is I don't want to take a goalie. We don't need a goalie. What is his NHL ready? It's 4 years. Usually goalies are 3. He's at 5 years, and he's at 2 years. We're actually going to take Kenny Moore. He's only at 2 years. He's probably going to start a little bit higher. What's this guy at? 5 years. What's this guy at? 5. He's at 5, but Kenny Moore is at 2. I think this guy could be a steal, actually. Kenny Moore, 70 overall this late with medium elite. That is an absolute steal. All right, go to pick number 55. We should be able to load up. I saw a lot of elite lows in this draft, too. So we should be able to load up with medium elites and elite lows. So realistically, now I would be thinking about the sniper. But I mean, he's 19. That just worries me a lot. And especially with the 5-year NHL ETA, that means the game expects him to reach like 78, 77 overall by the time he's 24. That scares me. So I think, because he's probably like a 40-something overall, I don't think I would want that. So I think we might go with Maxime Brodeur. He's got that 5 years. How old are these guys? That 17-year-old isn't left. So it's going to be Brodeur, Monroe, Nicholas Monroe. He's a goalie, though. Okay, so it's between Brodeur and Clifford. Realistically, I think we need defensemen more. So we're going to go with Maxime Brodeur. Medium elite, 48 overall. That's fine. He's got time to grow. Let's go ahead and grab up. We got more medium elites and or potentially elite lows. So Clifford is still there. We could still grab up him as an 18-year-old. That doesn't seem like a bad option. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Eric Clifford. There we go. Another medium elite in the draft. And let's see. We should have some more elite lows we can get here. There's also top 6 medium right there. Top 4 low, but he's a gem. What is his NHL ETA is 3 years. His is 5, so 3 years on him. Yeah, he's probably a higher overall. BCC, D minus BC. So yeah, B in shooting, B in physical. That's not bad. So we'll keep Richard Blatney in mind. I'm going to pin him really quick. But we have like Dylan Allison. He's 5 years ETA, but he's a gem. So he might turn into something. He's also 5 years, 6'3", 204-pound sniper, though. That sounds nice. Let's see. He's a grinder, an elite low grinder. Usually they don't turn into anything. Allison, a power forward center. Doesn't sound awful. Yeah, sure. We'll go power forward center. 52, not bad. I was expecting in the 40s. So let's keep it going here. We might be able to just draft a consistent elite low draft here. Yeah, so we still have Thomas Lilly, a 6'3", 204 center sniper. I wouldn't mind going for him. Do any of these guys? I mean, they're all 5-year ETA, right? Like, no way they're not. Yeah, they're all 5-year ETA at elite low. Okay. Are there any gems? I would go with a gem if we had any. Nope, there's none. So I think what we're going to go ahead and do is take that sniper. Lilia, I think that's not a bad idea. 2-way defenseman would also be not a bad idea. 6'4", he's got some size on him. He's already 19. This guy's 19, 19, 19. Oh, yeah, they're all 19, though. Okay, top 6 low on Goring, on Rocky Goring, 18 years old. Playmaker. Top 6 low. So what about these 3 guys? 2-way forward, playmaker, 2-way forward. And they're all 8 to no. So Depento we're not doing. So we're going to take one of these 2 guys. We're going to take the guy with more size. So we're going to take DeSantis. Declan DeSantis, top 6 low. All right. And then what else could we find here? So there are still elite lows. Are they all 19 years old? They're all 19. I'll take my shot on this guy because he's scout recommended. Thomas Lilia. We'll go ahead and grab him up. He's 51, so hopefully he has a crazy good juniors year and he can really bump up like into the 60s at least. We do still have these elite lows here. We might as well just try for the grinder, right? Or the 6'4 defenseman. Let's go 6'4 defenseman. Yeah, 58 too. That's actually not bad. All right, so there we have it for the draft. I will come back when we offer some contracts, or I'll just show you guys the ones that we... You know what? We'll just stay here. I'm not going to bother cutting. So if we've got nothing else to do, let's go ahead and hop up to the re-sign phase. Yep, we can re-sign all those guys later. Okay, so here we are. Now we've got our contracts to look at. How much cap space do we have? We have 6.9 million. We really shouldn't have many expiring, right? I mean, I don't see a reason for many of these to be expiring this year. So let's go ahead and just with all skaters, go to all expiring, see what we have. Yeah, I mean, there is barely anything here. Bystet, it does show at an 82, so he did get a jump, so keeping him wouldn't be bad. Let's see, what else do we have? Do we have to re-sign goalies? We don't have anybody to re-sign. I mean, it's just these guys right here. And then obviously unsigned players. But so what does Bystet want? 1 year at 1.3. I could give him like, does he want to sign? Yes, he does. Okay, I'll give him like 1 year at 1.2. Hopefully he will take that. Realistically, I mean, no, he wants a 1-way. I'm not giving him that. All right, Pulley. He can take a 2-way. I'm good with that. Musty. He wants a 1-way. I'll qualify him. Cagnoni. 2-way is good with me. Gawanke. Yeah, all of these guys, getting them back for the AHL is good with me. So 2-ways on all of them. Yep. That all sounds good. We got Wolski here. Yep, definitely get him signed. He's got that elite low, and he seems to be progressing pretty decently. Samuelson, yep, we're definitely going to grab you up. Another thing I'm going to have to do, yeah, elite low, we want to grab you up. All right, another thing I'm going to have to do is I do want to get a lot of these elite low guys playing in the AHL this year. So I think what we're going to go ahead and do is... Once we get to the actual season, I'm going to go look at the AHL team, see what guys are taking roster spots from guys we want actually growing. And we want our AHL team stacked with young guys. We want them all to be growing. So next thing we got to do is go to unsigned. Is there anybody here? Yeah, like more. I want more signed now. 70 overall. Yeah, I want him playing AHL time. So let's go ahead and get him signed. All these guys, I mean, yeah, I mean, all these guys can definitely take some more time to grow for sure. Cornet, I mean, yeah, he can take some time to grow. Jacques, elite high. I don't think we have a spot for him, do we? No, we don't really have a spot for him. Kakinen did lose his 86. Still has the X factor, but he lost his 86. Pritchett and Osgood both need spots, so no, we don't really have a spot for Jacques yet. We'll give him 1 more year in juniors, and then we'll sign him here. So... Okay, I think we theoretically have everything offered. Let's go in advanced day, see who signs and who doesn't. So Gawanke. All right, so actually I'm just going to spam through it. We'll know who signed and who didn't. We still have 6.9, so our main roster guy. So Gawanke, or let's go all expiring here. Gawanke was the only one that didn't sign. I'm just going to go ahead and release him. So Musty, do we want to offer him a 1-way? Let's just see if he'll take a 2-way at 1 mil. I doubt he will, but we'll see. Advanced day. More money could change his mind. Yeah, I mean, don't really want to offer him a 1-way. He's not even interested in signing. Jeez. I don't want to let him go, so we'll try like Yeah, I mean, we'll try a one-way at 1.2, sure. Okay, so he did sign. All right, so I mean, we have 6.7 mil. Okay, we have 6.7 mil, actually. That's enough to sign a roster player. So, Eklund jumped up to a 90. That's pretty good. That's really nice to see. Zetterlund back down to an 85. Tijagindla up to an 83. All right, so I think what we're going to go ahead and do is I am going to go ahead and get our staff re-signed, and then we're going to come back at free agency and see what we're looking like. So give me a second. All right, guys. So back here in free agency, I was looking through our roster, and we really don't actually need any skaters. The only option here would be going for someone like Ilya Samsonov. So we have the money for him. 3 years. I mean, we don't have any massive contracts coming up in 3 years. We do have some younger guys we're going to have to sign, but they shouldn't want huge contracts. I mean, this would be the one. This is kind of the only one I'm even considering. Not sure if I'm going to do it or not. I will come back if I do it. If I don't, you guys will see us up at the preseason to view our lines and to do like a preseason look. So I'll either be back with a contract offer here or with our lines and our preseason look. So give me 1 second. We'll be right back. All right. So we are up here at the preseason. I'm just showing you guys the lines. We're not doing any simulation in this video, but this is what I've come up with. I think actually realistically Bystedt will be third line, but Eklund did keep his 90 and he actually has a gold X factor now, so that's huge. Cousins up here with Draisaitl and Eklund. Tijagindla went up to an 84 with Middlestedt and Zetterlund. LeBanc dropped to an 83, so he's going to be down here with Bystedt and Adam Banak. And then we have Igor Sharangovich with Noah Gregor and Thomas Bordeleau. So our depth looks pretty good now. Here's our defense. We're actually going to be running Yakola with Chikrin. But we have Quinn Hughes, Kevin Korchinski, Yakola, Chikrin, and Price Virgilio. And then as far as goalies, we still have Kakinen. We didn't sign Samsonov. We have Kakinen at an 83 with his X-ray and Makiniemi. So that is what our team is looking like going into year number 6. I hope this was a good offseason for you guys at the end of year number 5. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.